Hi, I'm Manasmita. Welcome to Sai Edufy. As I said in the previous video to discuss about what animals are, before we dive into the topic, I would like to talk about the previous video briefly, what we have covered. So in the previous video, we learned about what groups of living things are. So living things can be classified into four main groups. There are plants, animals, fungi, and bacteria. And we also learned what plants are and their groups by classification. Today we are going to learn about what animals are and their groups. So let's get started. What are animals? Animals are living things. They usually have parts such as head and a body. They may also have other body parts such as legs and a tail. There are many different types of animals around us. Some animals live only on land, while some live only in water. Some animals that can live both on land and in water. Animals have different outer coverings as they live in different places. Here are some examples of animals. Tigers live on land. Dolphins live in water. Frogs can live on land and in water. Next, what are groups of animals by classification? Scientists have classified animals into different groups based on their similarities and differences. This helps us better understand the animals. So, the groups of animals are amphibians, birds, fish, insects, reptiles, and mammals. Firstly, we will discuss about amphibians. Amphibians are ability to live both in water and on land. They usually have four strong legs and webbed feet to swim in water. Amphibians breathe through their skin when in water and also breathe through their lungs when on land. They have moist skin to prevent them from drying out when on land. Most amphibians reproduce by laying eggs. They lay their eggs in water. The young amphibians live in water. When they grow into adults, they can live both on land and in water. Some examples of amphibians are frogs, toads, and salamander. Next is bird. Birds are animals that have beaks to pick up food. They have an outer covering of feathers. All birds reproduce by laying eggs. As we can see here in this picture, body parts of bird. Birds have wings that help them fly. Some birds such as ostrich, emu, penguins and kiwis cannot fly. Then fish. Fish live only in water. They have an outer covering of scales. Fish have fins and a tail to help them swim in water. They breathe through their gills. Some fish, such as mudskippers, can live on land and also in water. When they are in water, they can breathe through their gills. On land, they can breathe through their skin. Most fishes reproduce by laying eggs. Some fish, such as guppies, platies, swordtails, and some sharks, give birth to their young. This is very interesting, you know. Starfish, jellyfish, silverfish, cuttlefish, and crayfish are not fish because they do not have scales or gills and they do not lay eggs. They belong to different animal groups. Then next comes insects. Insects make up over 90% of the animals' life living on Earth. We share our planet with over 1 million species of insects. Insects do not have bones or a backbone like us. They are called invertebrates. That means they have a hard exoskeleton or shell on the outside of their bodies that protects them. All insects hatch from eggs. The babies are called larvae. All insects have three parts. As shown in this picture, insects have a head, thorax, and abdomen. Many adult insects have two pairs of wings. Some have one pair of wings and some do not have wings at all. Insects have two antennae. They also have six legs. But spiders are not insects. Spiders have eight legs, belong to the arachnid family. Then reptiles. One of the longest living species on the planet is reptiles. All reptiles are cold-blooded animals. This means they do not have a constant body temperature like humans. Their body temperature relies on the environment. Most reptiles, except some types of lizards, hatch from eggs. All reptiles breathe through their lungs. All reptiles have bony skeletons and dry scaly skin. Reptiles such as turtles have bony shell. They can duck their head and limbs inside their shell for protection. Most reptiles, except snakes and some type of lizards, have four legs. Some examples of reptiles are crocodiles, snakes, turtles, and lizards. Then the last group is mammal. There are over 4,000 different types of mammals. They live above ground. Mammals can fly, they can live below ground, and mammals that live underwater. Mammals are warm-blooded animals. Their body temperature remains about the same their entire lives. All mammals have hair or fur as their outer covering. They have skin under the outer covering. The skin has structures that produce sweat when it is hot. This helps to cool the mammals down. Most mammals reproduce by giving birth to their young. The females have mammary glands that can produce milk for their young. There are two mammals that hatch from eggs, including the spiny anteater and the platypus. The blue whale, which is a mammal, is the largest mammal in water, while the African elephant is the largest mammal living on land. Some examples of mammals are humans, monkeys, cats, bats, and dolphins. Today we have learned about different groups of animals. As of now, we have covered plants, their groups, and animals and their groups. So please answer the question, how are plants different from animals, in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Sai Edufy.